Waves crash hard, the shore don't break. Roots go deep, no storm can take. This land of ours where hearts ignite. Saipan stands holding tight. Tinian whispers, winds that heal. Roar rises, forged in steel. Island strong, we carry on. Through the dark, we find the dawn. Hold the line, we sing our song. Saipan, Tinian, Rota, island strong. Sky turns gray, but we don't fall. Towers crumble, we rebuild all. Sweat and tears, they mark the ground. Every loss, the strength we found. Mountains call, they stand so proud. Oceans roar, but we're not cowed. Island strong, we carry on. Through the dark, we find the dawn. Hold the line, we sing our song. Saipan, Tinian, Rota, island strong. Island strong, we carry on. Through the dark, we find the dawn. Hold the line, we sing our song. Saipan, Tinian, Rota, island strong.
Progress in ending the war in Ukraine. I'm Kathleen Maloney, Fox News. Secretary of State Marco Rubio in Geneva for talks aimed at ending the war between Ukraine and Russia.
I can tell you, that I feel very optimistic that we can get something done here because we made a tremendous amount of progress today.
But there are concerns about the U.S. peace proposal.
Ukraine's ambassador to the U.S., Olga Stefanishina, on CBS Face the Nation, said while talks are centered on ending the conflict between Russia and Ukraine,
this plan is not about the justice and the truth of this war and the aggression.
Virginia Democratic Senator Mark Warner on ABC's This Week agreed there may be too many Ukrainian concessions in this plan.
Give up the balance of the Donbass, cut back on their military forces, frankly, never be able to join NATO.
A State Department official said the deal being a Russian wish list is blatantly false. President Trump has also indicated this may not be his final offer. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
Some airlines are canceling flights to and from Venezuela after a warning from the FAA.
The FAA warning of a, quote, potentially hazardous situation as tensions escalate between the U.S. and Venezuela. The U.S. increasing its military presence in that region. Some carriers announcing canceled flights include TAP Air Portugal, Iberia, and GOL. Since September, the Trump administration has conducted at least 21 strikes on boats suspected of trafficking narcotics in Central and South American waters. Secretary of State Marco Rubio announcing the discovery of a criminal network allegedly linked to Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro and his inner circle. Angelo Bavaro, Fox News.
And a new report reveals that the mother of Anna Kepner, the 18-year-old found dead on a Carnival cruise ship, apparently found out about her daughter's death online. America is listening to Fox News.
It's Will Kane Country. Watch it live at noon Eastern, Monday through Thursday at foxnews.com or on the Fox News YouTube channel. And don't miss the show. Listen and follow the podcast 5 days a week at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
A bill being considered by Ohio lawmakers would prevent stores and government agencies from going completely cashless.
The cash bill would require stores and government offices maintain at least one point of sale where good old folding money still spends for payments up to $500. Ohio State Representative David Thomas says he hears from constituents who don't trust cashless payment methods. He says cash is the basis for business in America. Our taxpayers should always have the ability to use it. The Ohio bill mirrors federal legislation from Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman and North Dakota Congressman Kevin Kramer that would require businesses to accept cash and bar them from charging a higher price to those who choose to pay that way. Jack Callahan, Fox News.
DHS Secretary Kristi Noem heading to Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport today after announcing $1 billion TSA investment. Fox's Chanley Painter has that.
According to Noem, the more than $1 billion investment will go to new technology, training, and advancements in security systems at airport checkpoints across the country. The FAA administrator saying this, quote, "Thanks to the dedication of our air traffic controllers and every FAA employee, we are ready for the holiday rush and take pride in helping travelers reach their friends and families during this important time of year. Nearly 82 million Americans are expected to travel over the next week, and we're keeping an eye for any major delays."
The FAA says it's gearing up for the busiest Thanksgiving travel period in 15 years. Tens of millions are driving to their Thanksgiving destinations, and analyst Truby Lundberg tells us they'll pay more for gas.
Gasoline prices moved up 4 cents per gallon in the past 2 weeks. The average is now $3.16 for regular.
But prices still hover near their lowest level since the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. I'm Kathleen Maloney. This is Fox News.
This is Ainsley Earhart. Thank you for joining me for the 52-episode podcast series, The Life of Jesus.
A listening experience that will provide hope, comfort, and understanding of the greatest story ever told. Listen and follow starting November 30th on foxnewspodcasts.com.
If you see something, say something. And stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at NMICrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Hey, bro, can I? Yeah, man, go for it. Right on. Thanks, bro. Hey, bro, can I grab your bush too? Sure, bro. Go ahead. Thanks.
Now I can grab my own bush. Saipan, it's time to grab your bush. Pick up a 12-pack of ice-cold Bush, and you're in for more than just a refreshing beer. Every 12-pack gives you a chance to win exclusive Bush gear and more. So don't wait. Swing by your favorite store, grab your Bush, and join the fun. Because here in Saipan, the best moments are even better with Bush. Grab your Bush today.
as the day unfolds with laughter and cheer. Brad's got the magic that brings us all near. Sharing tales of hope, dreams that shine bright. Good morning, Marianas, together we ignite. So join the palm trees, we dance through the days. Rhythm and soul in so many ways. Together we rise through the moments we share. Good morning, Marianas, feel the love everywhere. Wake up to the sunshine in the morning light. Good vibes all around, everything feels right. Brad on the show, bringing joy to our day. Into the Marianas breeze, let the worries drift away. Yeah, that was the air. Our connection grows stronger. We show that we care. Rocks on, feel the soulful flow. Look right on in Mariana, that's where you belong. The sweet island breeze and the ocean's embrace. Brad's got the stories, southern life he hates. Some side meditated, fall in this ride. Yeah, we're shining with love as our guide. So raise your voices high, let the music play on. Good morning, Marianas, we're where you belong.
Good morning, Marianas. It's Monday. I know some of you guys get to stay at home today and not by choice, but that does suck. But don't worry, today is going to be a good day for you. It's going to be worth it. At least you'll be able to make the most of the day today. You got to try to find that silver lining in every cloud. Well, today we're looking at isolated showers. Forget about those icy showers. They're not the same thing. But we are looking at mostly sunny skies today, high near 88. It's going to be a little breezy, 24 miles per hour. And there is a rip current statement out there all the way until Thursday. So it's going to be a little bit rough out there, especially on the east-facing reefs in the Marianas, all the way till Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Rip currents, they can sweep you out. Even the best of swimmers can get sucked out to out into the ocean. So you got to be careful out there. Be smart when you're in the water. If you do get pulled out by a rip current, just remember, don't swim against it. You're not gonna win. You just got to try to swim out of it by swimming parallel to the beach. You get out of it, and then you try to make your way in on a different location. And then if you're too tired, you're not able to swim, you could float, try to wave your arms and yell and get someone's attention on the beach. And if it's just you, just make sure, step number one, don't panic. You're gonna be able to make it. Just make sure you go in there, get out of that rip area, and you'll be able to make your way in. It's not going to be easy, but you can do it. But that's why you don't want to get caught up in those in the first place. So, hey, folks, we got a lot going on today, and we've got a full show. We're going to talk about so many of the things that we popped up on our social media and on the website over the weekend, stuff that we posted on Friday, you're able to see in the papers today, which is pretty cool. But you're able to, see a whole bunch of stuff that we posted over the weekend as well, because news doesn't stop just because Saturday and Sunday comes around. So we're able to get that stuff out to you. We got some good interviews over the weekend too. And we hope to get a lot more stuff out there for you guys as we lead up to it. Anyway, in the meantime, let's get you started. Today, traffic should be a lot easier because there's less cars out there, because there's a lot more folks who are just kind of maybe watching football today. In fact, you can see the roads right now. It's looking pretty green everywhere you go. The only little bit of traffic that we got right there is at the intersection that matters, where connections matter, by I-T&E. Not too shabby. It's right there, and a little bit of traffic in either direction, but it's not too bad. Old AK intersection looking pretty good too. Heading south, you got a little bit of traffic over there by Subway in Chalumpiao, but not much to really speak of. We're pretty good. In fact, there's a lot more traffic for folks heading over there by Guangdong Hardware. That's right, folks coming down the hill from the airport, folks coming up, and people coming from Azlito and making their way over. Well, public school might not be in, private school is, and those kids are at school already. A little bit of traffic over there by Chalaman Senior Martinez, where it meets the CMG. That's right. Shell Dandan is the place you probably don't want to be right now with all the traffic mulling around over there. NMC, though, people trying to get into their classes as well. There's all kinds of traffic. The folks coming in up the hill, coming over from the intersection, trying to just gaze upon the new Pro Union. And that's it. Also, a lot of traffic. Oh my gosh, over there in San Vicente. I didn't even know that road whips all the way around, but there's so many cars over there. Must be a funeral over there by the church this morning in San Vicente. Sorry to hear it, but there's a lot of traffic over there all around. Also, folks trying to get around from the village in San Vicente after dropping off the kids at school at the home of the Canaries. Well, there's no home of the Canaries today. No home of the Canaries today. They're just kind of chilling. All right, everywhere else around the island looks pretty good as we make our way around East Drive and all the way back down through Puerto Rico. And now we're looking at the pickleball court / tennis court area where Navy Hill Road meets Micro Beach Road. And man, that's it. There's just a little bit of traffic there. Pretty minor. Even Orchid Street's looking a little bit busy. Folks getting over there by Sotalore Laundry a little bit today as well. Folks getting in every little bit of direction. Now, people start waking up, want to have a nice, easy Monday morning because that's the best way to do it. All right, well, that's your first look at that. But I'll tell you what, you don't even have to worry about traffic. If you are hopping on with Transit CNMI, you can jump on the Blue Line. The Blue Line's the award-winning small market transportation service that has the whole nation taking notice of what we're doing out here in the Marianas. And you can hop on there and get anywhere you need to go on that route for only $2. Hey, even better, if you are a student, a veteran, active duty military, MNOMCO, or if you've got a disability, it's only $1. And veterans and service members, if you've got your immediate family with you, it's even better right now. For the next week, you've only got until the end of this month to take advantage of free rides on the Blue Line. That's right, you get free rides with Transit CNMI, but you got to do it in November. You got to hurry up there, vets and service members. This is when it starts to run out. But here's the good news. Monday through Friday, 6:30 in the morning to 8:30 p.m. Weekends and holidays, 6:30 in the morning to 8 p.m. You got to pay an exact change. And if you want some more information, you can give them a call at 236-2682, 236-2682. For Transit CNMI, they get you where you need to go. They look good. They smell good. They're comfortable. They're awesome. They're Transit CNMI. You know what else they got? They got free Wi-Fi. So when you do get on the bus, you don't have to worry about anything. You can bury your face in your phone, guilt-free. You don't have to have those little sneaky glances like off to the side while you're driving. What's going on? Oh, maybe it's over there. Maybe it's over there. No, you can just enjoy it. Don't drive distracted. Just do it the right way. Do it with Transit CNMI. Well, folks, we got a bunch of stuff to get to today. And, I was putting it in there in that little message saying, hey, did you guys check this? Did you watch this? And all this other stuff. Well, there's a lot of craziness going out there, but there's a lot of interesting things that are happening out there as well. And I'm telling you, the stuff that we got posted today on the old website is interesting to me. We reached out to some folks in all kinds of walks of life out here to get them on the show in the next few days. This week's going to be a busy week for sure. And man, tomorrow especially. Tomorrow we're going to be having the folks on from Is tomorrow Mount Carmel Day or is today Mount Carmel Day? Because I hope it's today. That would be awesome. But we've got Mount Carmel that's going to be coming in to talk about what's going on with Harry Potter. We're going to have Sheila Babalta coming in on Wednesday, talk about this deep sea mining. She's with the Friends of the Marianas Trench. And tomorrow we're going to have a gubernatorial candidate, Vinny Sablant. Well, potential gubernatorial candidate. He still has to get through the if they have a process with the GOP, but he submitted his intention to run. For the GOP. We'll see if there's any other takers who want to run as well, or if they're just going to get on the Vinny train. We're going to find out what they've got going on tomorrow, so that'll be pretty cool. So it's going to be a busy week. Today on the old website, if you guys hadn't seen it already, we've got a bunch of stuff that we popped up that just went ham today. What's the website? Oh, easy to tell you. It's nminewsservice.com. It's something we're really proud of, and we hope you guys like it. We hope you turn to it for the news that's happening here. You can get all the info on all these stories that are there, but The big one that we're looking at right here is this op-ed about PSS, and I think it's a good opportunity to talk about it now because PSS, they've got their austerities on Mondays and stuff like that, right? And so, that's not a great time. Let's take a quick sip of coffee here. Man, that Black Rifle coffee just gets it right. It's really good. All right, but this is an op-ed from a PSS employee, one of the guys who's been there for a long time. He sent it out to everybody in the media, and we're one of them. So we'll click on it. And you guys can see the whole thing. We give you a little bit of video preview and stuff like that. But then we head over here. So it's about accountability and fairness, a deeper dive into PSS's HR practices. Holy shnikes. Nobody says anything about PSS from inside PSS. Well, that changed today, folks. I'm telling you, there is no maybe about this one at all. It is heavy stuff. We could read the whole thing, but you can read it for you, too. This is, again, op-eds. If you guys have an editorial, if you guys want a letter to the editor and all that kind of stuff, you could send it to us, and we'll post it to it. Post it to the website and on the social media channels. Now, we'll get into this one because I thought this one was pretty heavy, for sure. Is this the background music I'm looking for? Ooh, yeah, we can listen to that. Smooth sounds in the background. All right, here it is. This is from Glenn Smith. If you've been involved in any soccer stuff, you know him. If you work for PSS, you know him. He probably fixed something at your school, or the guys on his team have fixed something at your school or your classroom or whatever. Here is his thing. It's entitled Accountability and Fairness, a deeper dive into PSS's HR practices. So, again, a little heavy, so here we go. It says, the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands public school system often promotes its commitment to fairness and equity and transparency, yet within its own ranks, employees have raised serious concerns. Here, we'll put this over here. Have raised serious concerns that these principles are too often ignored, particularly in the human resources divisions and leadership oversight. Yeah, we'll put it back on. We'll get this one back on there so you can see it. According to the CNMI Board of Education personnel regulations, every position in PSS must be classified based on actual duties and responsibilities performed. This ensures that employees are recognized and compensated fairly under a transparent and consistent system. Positions must be analyzed, grouped logically into classes, and allocated according to objective criteria. This framework, outlined in subsection 60-30.1-402, protects both employees' rights and the integrity of the system. Despite this framework, reports indicate that positions are frequently misclassified, with employees performing director-level duties labeled as managers, while others with no supervisory responsibility hold director titles. These discrepancies are not minor oversights, but suggest favoritism, inconsistent application of regulations, and administrative neglect. The Human Resources Department, under the leadership of its director, is responsible for upholding the board's personnel regulations and ensuring accurate, fair position classification. Yet, the department has repeatedly failed in these core duties, ignoring years of employee service, refusing to credit stateside teaching experience, and misclassifying positions in direct conflict with the standards. These are not isolated errors, but signs of a deeper systemic failure. Compounding this, the Associate Commissioner for Administrative Services has contributed to an increasingly disorganized and chaotic departmental structure. Organizational charts are frequently altered, inconsistent, or fabricated in ways that misalign employees with the proper hierarchy, sometimes placing individuals into positions that are not supported by regulations or possibly BOE approval. This creates confusion across the department, undermines proper chain of command, and further obstructs fair classification and personnel decisions. The Commissioner of Education carries ultimate responsibility for ensuring compliance with classification regulations and timely resolution of grievances. Likewise, the elected members of the Board of Education must be responsive to their constituents, providing meaningful oversight and accountability. They are responsible for ensuring employees receive due process without obstruction. Yet employees report grievances left unsolved for years, documents withheld or heavily redacted, and legal counsel used to justify delays rather than uphold fairness. The role of PSS legal counsel is critical. They are responsible for providing objective, ethical, and lawful guidance. This includes advising grievance hearing panels on all pertinent regulations, not selectively offering subjective interpretations that fit a preferred narrative. Yet repeated involvement in obstructing the grievance process has eroded trust, raising serious concerns about professional ethics and the system's commitment to transparency. This dysfunction is particularly ironic at a time when PSS seeks government funding, including a claim to its 25% allocation. The public must ask, if the system cannot administer fairness and accountability internally, can it be trusted with additional resources? To restore confidence, PSS must act decisively. And he lays out 5 points to this. He said, point number 1, conduct an independent audit of HR classification and pay practices to identify and correct inequities. 2, implement transparent grievance procedures, ensuring timely resolution and full accountability. 3, provide public disclosure and classification and salary data to restore trust and transparency. 4, undertake a professional ethics review of legal counsel's role in obstructing due process. And number 5, ensure stronger oversight by the commissioner and board, treating all employees equitably and with respect. Fairness and accountability are not optional. They are fundamental to public service. Only by upholding these principles can PSS serve the students, staff, and families of the Commonwealth with integrity. The question is simple. Will PSS demonstrate it can manage internal fairness before asking more from the public? That's from Glenn Smith. And as a point, we put the disclaimer out there to let you know, hey, the views and opinions expressed in this are those of the author, not necessarily reflect the views of us or our staff or anything. And they're all from the writer. What do you think? That's what I want to know. I want to know what you guys think about that after you hear it, after you read it. And you could throw it in the comments. You could throw it in the comments on the page. You could do it on the PSS side. You could do it on the comment side on the post on Facebook, or you can read it on the website itself. You see, it's all right there, right? But here, we'll go back to this one. So you could go there. Do we have a fancy little comment section? Is it as fancy as the varieties? The varieties, the king of the comments. Come on, what are you gonna do? But that's it. If you guys decide to do it, we got that same platform, so you could do, it's the same thing. It's Discuss is the name of the platform. You can log in any way you want, and there you go. So there's already one response. Because it's posted on our thing, we're going to give an upvote. That one means it's 2, so it's got 2 of them already. Yay, we're one of them. But that's how it works. Same kind of thing on our website that they got over there. Because we got to take the best from the best. Those guys are the best on the comment section. There's no maybe on that. People do the comments on the variety, right? I don't know if this one's in there though today, but at least it's in there with us. I know they submitted it last week, so we got it, and so we're stoked about having it, and that's it. So that's a tough one. It takes some real direct shots at HR, took some direct shots at the associate commissioner and the legal counsel. I think they're the ones who got direct fire. I think the commissioner caught some strays on that one too. But it make it sound like it's not limited to the commissioner, because the commissioner's position changes a bunch, right? This one looks like he was able to bob and weave some of those, but he took like direct action, legal counsel, bam, associate commissioner, bam, HR department, bam. I think they got him, and they said under the leadership of the director. Like they mentioned specific, without the names, the people who are rolling in those different titles. Clyde says, until the majority of public start complaining, nothing will change. I agree. I totally agree with that. But that's not it. There's other stories that are happening about this stuff, about people who are working, not being too happy with the conditions they're working under. This is a big one. I remember years ago that PSS it seemed like the teachers were trucking toward getting a union, and they didn't do it. I forget what happened, but I think it was, man, I mean, it was at least like 14 years ago, if not more, and they were picking up steam. I remember it. Like Betty and Ambrose were two of the folks who were really banging that drum, and it seemed like it. Michael says, the real thing is that the 5 points are normal and common sense. Yeah, no kidding. It does seem like, I mean, let's talk about it. Conduct an independent audit of HR classification and pay practices to identify and correct inequities. That seems pretty good. Like, that wouldn't make anybody feel bad, right? Why not have it? Number 2, implement transparent grievance procedures, ensuring timely resolution and full accountability. There you go. 3, provide public disclosure and classification and salary data to restore trust and transparency. I mean, it's a public organization. It's paid with taxpayer money. They should have that. And you don't have to put the people's names, but you can put the titles and people can connect the dots. I mean, at the very least, if you're spending taxpayer money, all that money, you should know where it's going. Every single dollar of it, right? What's number 4? Undertake a professional ethics review of legal counsel's role in obstructing due process. You know, why not have OPA roll in there and check it out? I know OPA, if you're listening, sorry, I'm giving you another job to do, and I know you're underfunded, understaffed. It's a tough one. Number 5, ensure stronger oversight by the commissioner and board, treating all employees equitably and with respect. You know, the thing is, I agree, but like, who conducts oversight of the commissioner and the board, right? There's got to be someone who could do that. And I imagine, all I can think of, my default is OPA, right? Because the board is the only employee of the only person who reports to the board, like as an employee, is the commissioner, right? So, like, he's going to have to follow those marching orders from the board unless he says, well, I guess this board and I don't see it the same way, so we're going to have to change this. Clyde says, those complaints are against people who are not even working directly with the students but get paid the most. Yeah, I mean, that's heavy stuff. And, you know, from the top is where it's got to start. Right? Anything with regards to the organization, where you really, people are like, oh, you got to start with the ground up. Well, with some things, you got to make sure that you got it right from the beginning, right at the top, to make sure that all the stuff that you're doing it the right way. Like, according to this, I mean, it almost sounds like if they just followed the policies that they have, they'd be fine, and people would be on board with that. So that's what this letter sounds like. They're saying, hey, that's not what's happening. I want someone from the outside to look into it. Good morning, Jack. Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you. Oh, is this a new? Yeah, there we go. So I just got this. This is the CETA stuff. Oh, that's from before. All right, we'll get back to that. But anyway, this is the op-ed. You can read it for yourself at length, multiple times, whatever you want to do. Go check it out on our website, nminewsservice.com. And hey, when you do that, feel free to leave a. Let people know what you think about the stories down there too. Hit those responses. Right there, you go. You can leave your responses. That way, we get to know what you're thinking about stuff like that out here. So we're big fans of you guys doing that. All right. That's not too shabby. It is 8:11. We're going to take a real quick sports break. We're not going to go anywhere. We're just going to get you guys a little bit. We want to tell you, well, actually, before we take a sports break, I want to get you guys what's going on with the NFL right now, because the NFL is playing. So if you guys are one of those folks who are waiting to watch the games till tonight, well, that sucks. I don't know how you guys do it. But right now, we're going to start talking about what's going on. And it starts with sadness. Last week, it was the Bills falling to the Texans, looking like absolutely garbage in Houston. 1923. All right, let's move on. All right, well, the Chiefs pull up a big win over the Colts, but they needed overtime to do it. 23-20 in KC. The Seahawks There you go, Louisa. This is a good one for you. Seahawks beat the Titans 30-24 in Nashville. The Packers with a big win over the Vikings, 23-6, not even close. Ravens beating up on the Jets like everybody else, 23-10. The Lions over the Giants, 34-27. The Bears. You know, Aaron Rodgers used to own them. Not today. The Bears beat them in Chicago, 31-24. The Patriots beat the Bengals. Dang it. 26-20. And then we move into the late games. All right, well, the Browns are leading the Raiders 14-3. The Cardinals are leading the Jags somehow 14-10. The Eagles over the Cowboys right now. Let me do this again. Let me tell you the times. The Browns are leading the Raiders 14-3 with 4:04 left in the second quarter. They have the ball on their own 28. The Cardinals leading the Jags up 14-10. It's 1st and 10. They got the ball at their own 13 with 6:06 left to go in the second quarter. The Eagles over the Cowboys right now. They're just starting the second quarter. They are up, It's 14-0, and with 14:42 left to go. They literally just started 8 seconds ago into the second quarter. They are driving the Phillies Eagles there. They are, they're on their own 34 and they're moving. All right, the Saints are trailing at home to the Falcons 10-0. They've got the ball, though, and 11:23 left in the second quarter. Late game today, the Bucks and the Rams. That should be a good one. We'll find out who's healthy and who's not for Tampa Bay. Will Sean Tucker go? Will Bucky Irving? Is he still going to be sitting on the sidelines? Yikes. But it looks like Tucker is probably going to go again. Anyway, Buccaneers, Rams, that's going to be 11:20 Chamorro Standard Time. Tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Tuesday Morning Football here in the Marianas. The Panthers and the 49ers in Santa Clara. Should be a good one. But people are saying that should be a good game for San Francisco, but they're bullish on the Panthers. All these guys on the national side. I'm not sure what I think about that. I have my doubts. All right, well, sounds like we got some news in other sports as well. We're going to hear from the folks at Fox Sports because it looks like, Travis Kelce is still not sure what he's going to do for the playoffs or what he's going to do with the rest of his career, but Chris Paul certainly does.
Fox Sports Update.
One of the greatest basketball players of all time is calling it a career, with Chris Paul announcing that he'll be retiring after this season. Paul was born and raised in North Carolina and stayed in state for college at Wake Forest, so it's only fitting that ahead of the LA Clippers' only trip to Charlotte this year, CP3 posted on social media that his 21st season will be his last ride. One of the best point guards of all time, Paul made 12 All-Star teams, 9 All-Defense teams, and is second in NBA history in both career steals and assists. As for the game, CP3 had 3 points and 8 assists off the bench, but the story was James Harden.
Harden sees the double, puts it in, oh my goodness! He's done it again!
On FanDuel Sports Network West, the Beard setting a new Clippers franchise record with 55 points in a single game. Is the 25th 50-point game of his career, which is tied for the third most in NBA history, as LA gets only its 5th win of the season.
It's Will Kane Country. Watch it live at noon Eastern Monday through Thursday at foxnews.com or on the Fox News YouTube channel. And don't miss the show. Listen and follow the podcast 5 days a week at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Elsewhere, some sad news about another Wake Forest legend, Rodney Rogers, who's passed away at the age of 54. Rogers was the 1993 ACC Player of the Year and had his number retired by the school. He also won the NBA Sixth Man of the Year award in 2000. An ATV accident in 2008 left him paralyzed from the shoulders down, and after that, he started a foundation to support other people living with spinal cord injuries. Elsewhere, we're right around the quarter mark of the NHL season, and the playoff race in the East is pretty tightly bunched. The Detroit Red Wings and Columbus Blue Jacks are right in the middle of that mix, and it looked like Columbus was about to get a nice little win, leading 3-1 with 10 minutes to play. But Detroit scored twice in 3 minutes to force overtime, where on FanDuel Sports Network Detroit, they completed the comeback.
Here's DeBrincat. Scores! Alex DeBrincat wins it 4-3 in overtime!
And now 3 wins in 4 games for Detroit as they move into first place in the Atlantic Division. You can download the Fox Sports Podcast at Apple, Spotify, or wherever you download your favorite podcasts. I'm Greg Thompson.
Get more on the Fox Sports app and foxsports.com.
This is Ainsley Earhart. Thank you for joining me for the 52-episode podcast series, The Life of Jesus.
A listening experience that will provide hope, comfort, and understanding of the greatest story ever told. Listen and follow starting November 30th on foxnewspodcasts.com.
Hey, bro, can I grab your bush?
Yeah, man, go for it.
Right on. Thanks, bro. Hey, bro, can I grab your bush too?
Sure, bro. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Now I can grab my own bush. Saipan, it's time to grab your bush. Pick up a 12-pack of ice-cold Bush, and you're in for more than just a refreshing beer. Every 12-pack gives you a chance to win exclusive Bush gear and more. So don't wait. Swing by your favorite store, grab your Bush, and join the fun. Because here in Saipan, the best moments are even better with Bush. Grab your Bush today.
Shiny smiles all around where happiness is found. It's the little things that make it true. Shiny smiles start with
If you see something, say something, and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Nina's Kitchen, so delicious. I need a burger and a
cracking the voice there. Well, like I need some cracked eggs for some breakfast this morning. 8:22 in the a.m. here on Monday morning, November 24th. We are getting closer and closer to Turkey Day. Absolutely. And while Ina's Kitchen does a pretty good job of taking care of our regular lunch deals, what we really love over there is what we're getting ready for Thanksgiving, which is Great Harvest, because Thanksgiving is here at Great Harvest. You can celebrate the season with our Thanksgiving packages, specials, sandwiches, goodies, and drinks. Whether you're hosting, gifting, or just craving something freshly baked, we've got you covered. Stop by Great Harvest and taste the goodness of the holidays. Great Harvest. They're over there in CK. Can't miss them. They're part of the Surf Rider Hotel, just in the bottom, right at the street. You can't miss it. I'm a big fan of the BLT. It's the best BLT. They'll even tell you, I think that's the name of it. That's the title of it, is the best BLT. I'm a big fan. And I'm getting bigger with every bite, unfortunately. That's the problem. But it is good stuff. It is really good. That's why Great Harvest continues to bring you the best stuff. So go ahead, think about them for Thanksgiving. Check them out, see what they've got. Again, they can take care of everything for you. And we're big fans. So we are also big fans of what's happening. Let me see if this actually worked. I want to see if we're able to hear it. We're going to find out right away.
You're listening to an Odyssey station.
No, we're not able to get that one. But we are trying to get something for you. Get a little bit of footballs in the action. I know the Falcons, and you got the Jags and Cards, and then even the other games are already a final, right? The Browns and Raiders. I was going to get a little bit. Oh, no, Browns and Raiders. We got enough Raiders fans in the cinema, I think, where that might be a good one. I mean, it won't be an exciting game. Both of those teams don't scream awesome to me. Let's see what we got on this one. Hold on one second. Just want to see if we can pull it up. Ah, there we go. We actually can get it. All right, so we'll have that ready for you guys a little bit later. Just a reminder, today's the big day. The NMI U15 national baseball team, they're heading to Guam, and their big send-off is going to be today at 6 o'clock. You want to go out there if you're a baseball fan, maybe you got kids, maybe your kids are aspiring baseball players, and they want to go check it out. Give them a shout by getting to the at a gym today, 6 o'clock. That's going to be the big send-off ceremony. And again, it's our national U15 team. Should be a lot of fun. So we're going to be there, and hopefully you guys can go out there and give them some love as well. They're going to be out there. This is a Thanksgiving holiday season, and I know it's. Oh, I know. Keep quiet, Mariah Carey, and I don't want a lot for Christmas because it's not really Christmas to me yet until after Thanksgiving. Then we can start building up to the Christmas holiday stuff. But they are out there right now getting ready for this holiday season. But there's also other giving that's going on too. It's Toys for Tots. Toys for Tots. You'll see the boxes at all kinds of stores and government offices throughout the CNMI. The last day to collect for that is December 10th. So if you got a new or unwrapped toy that you want to donate for Toys for Tots to help kids who might not otherwise be able to get a Christmas present this holiday season, just drop it in that box. Send us a message if you can't find one or you don't know where to go. Send us a message. We will help you with it. We'll take it and we'll give it. It's organized by. We're working with the governor's office, with the Commonwealth Bureau of Military Affairs, and the Saipan Chamber of Commerce, and the Marine Corps Reserve. And it's really a Marine Corps Reserve program that they partner with a nonprofit in the community. That nonprofit in the community that they're using is the Saipan Chamber of Commerce. Saipan Chamber of Commerce also reeled in the folks from the Commonwealth Bureau of Military Affairs to help out through the governor's office so that everyone can work together on this program to bring all kinds of stuff. There's going to be a big gift-giving event. There's going to be a distribution of these things at places like Caridat, Guma Esperanza, and all that stuff. Again, you think about some of these things where you've got kids who are staying in a shelter because their home life is probably really rough with their parents, things that are completely out of their control. Imagine the parents who have to go to a place like Guma Esperanza. They're escaping a terrible situation and being cared for in this shelter, and their priority is just trying to make it day by day. Your donation of a new and unwrapped toy can put a real smile on that kid's face. And it's for all different ages. They're age specific. They're, for boys and girls and all that other stuff. They've got all kinds of great stuff. I've been a part of it for a couple of years, just seeing it and seeing the joy on the faces, the genuine joy on a child's face when they get one of these gifts. And you could be a part of it by donating. This past weekend, I got to be out there with some of my veteran brothers out there from Project Buddy Check 670. There was, with the Chamber of Commerce, getting folks together to do that bell ringing and set up the tables to be a part of that, and have the box out there catching people going in and out of Joten Susupi. And it was wonderful. It was great to see, all the folks, popping in and out on a regular Saturday morning. And great to see all the guys out there. I got to see Tone Demapon, got to see Jess, got to see Dennis Matsumoto was there, Randy Johnson was there, Eric Mothnas, one of our brothers who's out there too. And then just seeing some of the other guys stop by too, some of the guys who served too, like Bruce Camacho came by with a whole slew of stuff. He went in just to go buy a whole bunch of stuff to bring it in and drop it off to us. It was just a great day. And then and it was all the way up until we were leaving. Also, thanks to Jeff Flores from the chamber, because he came and picked everything up at 11 o'clock. It would normally be a day off for him too. So, there's a lot of coordination that goes into this. And that has happened each of the past 4 Saturdays in November, where we've done that. A different group has done it on the weekends over there. But Jeff and the team being there to pick all that stuff up, and while we set all that stuff up, it's just been terrific. But it's little things like that, folks, that's going to make this holiday season really something special. We know we're going through some stuff. We're seeing the uptick in the crime already. We're already seeing that stuff happen. But these kind of things kind of shield the kids from that. They get to enjoy it. There's nothing quite like that laugh that a little kid has, the joy that they get when they're able to get something from somebody else. They get to experience for themselves what generosity is, and get it from somebody, and you get to experience it. It'll warm you up when you do it. And you could be a part of that. Louisa. Randy Johnson. It's not that Randy Johnson, the former Mariners pitcher and Diamondbacks. No, Randy Johnson. We got a cooler one. He is a Marine vet who's with us. Thanks, Eric Mopnas. I love this shirt. I'm proud to have this shirt. Project Buddy Check 670. I love these guys. Tobot's like, that guy killed a bird on a pitch. This is true. He totally did. In fact, by the way, it's so funny how we segue into all these different things. The Randy Johnson, that Major League pitcher, not picture, but he is. That is his new thing now. After he retired, he got big time into photography, and his logo for his photography business is the dead bird. True story. We'll Google it real quick. Randy Johnson photography. Just because I want to show you guys, and here it is. It's rj51photos.com is the name of his company. Hold on, and his website. We're gonna go over to it real quick. So he's all into photography, but look at the top left, and you can see his logo is the upside down bird with feathers around it. Randy Johnson. Hey, this guy was amazing on the mound, but look at these skills, like some great photography, capturing all kinds of stuff. And it's being able to, he was able to see that strike zone, and now he's able to see these compositions, set them up. It's some great photos. And imagine now, this guy, he's set for life, right? He is absolutely set for life with all the money that he made when he was in there, and who knows what other investments and businesses and all that. Now he gets to pursue this passion of his of photography, gets to go all around the world, shoot all kinds of events. I mean, look, you got Rush, You got London, and you got an elephant. All right, these aren't the only ones that he's got, of course. Let's see. Oh, concerts, travel, wildlife. These are his things. We're trying to get to the whole gala. Let's just go to concerts. He's not even old. No, this is not our Randy Johnson. This is the pitcher Randy Johnson. But this guy's got unprecedented access to all these kinds of things. It's like these are. You could probably blow up all these photos and check them all out. Like, let's see. Yeah, imagine you're able to get this kind of access with folks. First of all, that's a disgusting guitar. I'm guessing there's a bass in there somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. Like, hey, I'm not just some photographer guy who's just really good. I also am like a Hall of Fame pitcher. Like, that's crazy. This is the other Randy Johnson. There you go. This is not the same Randy Johnson. Oh, Tobot says, my brother met him when he arrived at Anderson Air Force Base. That's cool. Those are sick, those guitars. I don't understand them, but I think they're cool. Anyway, that is just a sample of how crazy we get off topic, or how quickly our topics can change when we're doing this stuff. No doubt about it. All right, guys. Well, we do have some other stuff to get to. Let me whip up the old the website again and get to some of the stuff that we were covering. But there's an issue coming up about this deep sea mining, and there are more than one perspective to this. But this is the one that we got. We got a press release over the weekend from the Friends of the Marianas Trench. So we reached out to Sheila Babalta and asked her, hey, can we get you on the program with us and talk about this? And so she's going to be on with us on Wednesday. She's flying back from New Caledonia, and she's going to, where she was talking more about this. And she's going around because this deep sea mining thing, there's a couple of different things about it. One, it could be a real potential boon for the economy, and especially with everything that's going on with the United States and China. There's this competition in the world for these, what they call these rare earth minerals, and they're trying to make different agreements with folks from different countries to be able to get those resources. But apparently these resources are right under the water, but not right there. They're like super deep, and they're not easy to get to. And the amount of damage that it could cause is not great either. But the question is, what takes precedence on it, and who's going to comment on it, and who ultimately has the say-so what happens? Because apparently, we ran the stories before and showed you from the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management that they have a plan, an area. They're doing a request for information about the waters just outside of the trench line, and saying that there's all kinds of stuff within the 200-mile EEZ that's there. Now, these nodules that have all these materials and rare earth minerals and precious metals and all that stuff apparently take millions of years to make. And the process is that they kind of vacuum it all up. They bring it into the boat, and then they have to release all that sediment that they vacuum it all up with as well. And apparently, they don't just throw it off the side of the boat, but they do funnel it directly to go back to the bottom of the sea, but it doesn't go all the way back down there. It's somewhere short of that, and the environmental impact of that. There's some serious implications from that as well. So the question is, where do you start? In this press release, it says, our islands are not sacrifice zones. We deserve governance frameworks that honor our sovereignty, protect biodiversity, and ensure reciprocal relationships with the ocean, not extractive ones. I don't know that we have sovereignty here. I think that's the thing, is that we don't. That's the issue with this. And so the good news is that, there's a public process for comments and all this other stuff, and this is an opportunity for us to be able to do that. The public comment section is open, but the Friends of the Marianas Trench, they're asking for a public hearing. They're asking for more. They want to hear public hearings for Saipan, Tinian, and Rhoda, because as it said, this is from Ike Cabrera, a former board chair for Friends of the Marianas Trench. He says, it's unfair and unjust to burden our local agencies with this task. This needs to come from BOEM. And I said, there also needs to be, here, it says, there also needs to be public hearings on each of the 3 largest islands so that our people can participate in the process. It's unfair and unjust to burden our local agencies with this task. Deep sea mining should be on everyone. Oh, that's someone else. That's Keena Rangamar, who also weighed in on this one too. But I mean, that's the biggest thing, is getting more input. There's the public comment, the public comment section is open right now, but they're looking for more, something more substantive than just sending an email or a written letter or even a voice recording. They're looking for full-on public hearings that's hosted by the folks from BOEM, not just the local agencies. Because if the local agencies do it here, it's not really going anywhere. It's just bouncing around within the Marianas. It's not going to get to those guys in D.C. So that's going to be a big issue. Now, the other side of that is that it's really funny because there's other folks who are against this who otherwise weren't against this before. Because back in the day, the people who were against the Marianas Trench Marine Monument, the folks who were against the Marianas Trench, yeah, Brad is trying not to look at the comments right now so he can focus because I'm laughing at you guys. I saw the squirrel comment. All right. So now the folks on the other side of it are the folks who were against the Marianas Trench Marine Monument were really big about fishing. And they were saying, oh, they're going to take our lands, they're going to take our islands, the monument. It's just a federal oversight for all this stuff. We're not going to be able to fish in our waters. They're going to take away all our rights and all this other stuff. And one of those arguments was, and we're not going to be able to we're not going to take advantage of the mining when it comes available. The deep sea mining, we're not going to be able to take care of it. We're not going to be able to use our own resources. And now those people who were saying that they were against it because we wouldn't be able to mine our own precious minerals and reap the riches of the waters for that, now they're saying that they don't want it. So it's like, it's tough to take someone seriously that way. Brad, it's tough to take you seriously. I know, dude. Trust me, I know. I get it. But for this one, like, maybe those folks just changed their mind, or maybe there's just not something in it for them. I don't know. But it's a conversation that needs to be had. Now, I've heard conversations from the federal side. I've heard some from the private side who are interested in this too. And so we may be having some of the folks who are on the mining side come on the show, albeit remotely probably. But they might be able to make it in to the show. And we're working on that right now. We're trying to coordinate that to hear what the other piece of that puzzle is. I mean, the closest point that this would be to us is like 128 miles away that way. And, I mean, I am not the environmental guy. I mean, I care about the environment. I'm not cool with dumping and littering and all this stuff around here. And no, like, I am not... None of this is going to help benefit me at all financially, so that's cool. But the other side of this is there's an entity, at least one, that's interested in doing these deep sea mining operations and setting up a processing facility for those minerals here in Saipan. It's not tourism. And it's a business that would be here for a while, that would definitely sustain and do some stuff for our economy. What does that mean? I don't know. Is it worth the environmental damage? I don't know. That's for all those guys to decide, not me. I think 128 miles away, deep in the water, I mean, would it affect us? Yeah. I mean, I know there's some granolas like cringing right now. I know. I got to hear it. I got to hear it from the people who really are in the know to tell me, what would the environmental damage to something like that be? oh, it's something that's never happened. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think you scoop some stuff up, the environmental damage off of that. You got to tell me what it is, because I don't know. That's fair. I think I should probably stop there, because right now I don't hate it because I don't know anything. I don't know enough about it. But it does seem to me, if as long as it doesn't negatively impact us over here, and it's super deep, and we're just going to be scooping up minerals and processing it here at a business that would be here, probably doesn't scare me right now. Yeah, that's why I got to hear the real deal from everyone else. All right, where are we at? We're at 8:42 in the morning, and we got some stuff that we could to jump onto, some other stuff outside of that too. So we already talked about Chris Paul wrapping up. But we are due for a new news update, so let's do this. There's definitely a new one available, so we're going to crank this out. So don't go anywhere, folks. This is the latest news update coming to you. Hooray.
Visit OhioCat.com.
Oh my gosh, that sounds awful. Hold on. Is there something else going on? Oh, that's the football game. I'm like, where is all this other stuff going? All right, here we go. We're going to start it from scratch. My gosh.
The TSA expects holiday travel to reach a record during this Thanksgiving week. Fox's Christina Coleman has more from Los Angeles.
DHS Secretary Kristi Noem, she was in Minnesota when she announced that the government will be making a historic investment of $1 billion in new resources to help TSA, including new scanning equipment. She also addressed how hard the TSA agents worked under extreme financial pressure during the lengthy government shutdown. It's going to be a very busy week. They're expecting to screen more than 17.8 million people over the holiday break, with over 3 million just on Sunday, November 30th, the Sunday after Thanksgiving. They're projecting that day to be one of the busiest travel days in TSA history.
And Fox's CB Cotton reporting that the FBI has revealed details about the death of a teenage girl on a Carnival cruise ship. That was 18-year-old Anna Kepner, who was on vacation with her family.
The disturbing development was first reported by ABC, which said its source also revealed Anna Kepner had 2 bruises on the side of her neck. ABC's report comes as the Miami-Dade medical examiner has yet to reveal an official cause of death. And the 2 weeks since Anna's passing, court filings have surfaced from a custody dispute between the teen's stepmother and ex-husband. Those documents revealing Anna's stepbrother is being eyed as a potential suspect. And a source close to the family told Fox Digital Anna's ex-boyfriend witnessed creepy behaviors from the stepbrother towards Anna.
No arrest in that case. President Trump's criticizing Democrats who participated in a video urging military service members to dismiss illegal orders, calling that message seditious behavior punishable by death. And one of those Democrats, Congressman Jason Crow of Colorado, reacts.
It's very disturbing stuff when you have the president of the United States threatening to execute and to hang and to arrest using this rhetoric. People listen to it.
And Crow was on CBS's Face the Nation. I'm Carmen Roberts. This is Fox News.
It's Will Kane Country. Watch it live at noon Eastern Monday through Thursday at foxnews.com or on the Fox News YouTube channel. And don't miss the show. Listen and follow the podcast 5 days a week at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts. Fox News.
The TSA expects holiday travel to reach a record during this Thanksgiving week. Fox's Christina Coleman has more from Los Angeles.
DHS Secretary Kristi Noem, she was in Minnesota when she announced that the government will be making a historic investment of $1 billion in new resources to help TSA, including new scanning equipment. She also addressed how hard the TSA agents worked under extreme financial pressure during the lengthy government shutdown. It's going to be a very busy week. They're expecting to screen more than 17.8 million people over the holiday break, with over 3 million just on Sunday, November 30th, the Sunday after Thanksgiving. They're projecting that day to be one of the busiest travel days in TSA history.
And Fox's CB Cotton reporting that the FBI has revealed details about the death of a teenage girl on a Carnival cruise ship. That was 18-year-old Anna Kepner, who was on vacation with her family.
The disturbing development was first reported by ABC, which said its source also revealed Anna Kepner had 2 bruises on the side of her neck. ABC's report comes as the Miami-Dade medical examiner has yet to reveal an official cause of death. And the 2 weeks since Anna's passing, court filings have surfaced from a custody dispute between the teen's stepmother and ex-husband. Those documents revealing Anna's stepbrother is being eyed as a potential suspect. And a source close to the family told Fox Digital Anna's ex-boyfriend witnessed creepy behaviors from the stepbrother towards Anna.
No arrest in that case. President Trump's criticizing Democrats who participated in a video urging military service members to dismiss illegal orders, calling that message seditious behavior punishable by death. And one of those Democrats, Congressman Jason Crow of Colorado, reacts.
It's very disturbing stuff when you have the president of the United States threatening to execute and to hang and to arrest using this rhetoric. People listen to it.
And Crow was on CBS's Face the Nation. I'm Carmen Roberts. This is Fox News.
This is Ainsley Earhart. Thank you for joining me for the 52-episode podcast series, The Life of Jesus.
A listening experience that will provide hope, comfort, and understanding of the greatest story ever told. Listen and follow starting November 30th on FoxNewsPodcasts.com.
If you see something, say something. And stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at NMICrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Wake up, sunshine, it's a brand new day. Brad's got the stories that'll light your way. Take a smile on his face, he's ready to share. Share. Good morning, Marianas. Feel the love in the air. Good morning, Marianas. Come join the fun. Together we'll shine like the morning sun.
With the waves crashing in, hear the ocean's call. Brad brings the news that connects us all. From the islands to the world, Ocean County wish. Good morning, Marianas, the best time of year.
Good morning, Marianas. Let's start the day. Laughter and stories, come what may.
All right, Marianas, welcome back. It's 8:49 here on Monday morning. Big day here as we kick off the week here in Saipan. Going to be a great one, and the weather is going to be amazing. Currently, it is great outside, and we're hoping for more of this throughout the day, and that's exactly what we're supposed to get. 83 degrees right now up at the Saipan International Airport, and it's going to be great all day. Mostly sunny skies, high near 88, and we're looking at gusts as high as 24 miles per hour. So you want to get there on the water, grab your kite, go enjoy it. Maybe a little bit of swell going on. I don't know if it's a good one or not. Glenn Polycare would know for sure. I'm not that dude, but Glenn is my surf correspondent. He's the one who could fill me in on if it's any kind of a wave worth riding. But I do know that if you want to go out and fly a kite, today's your day. You go out there and enjoy it. Trees moving around out there. And when you're out there, too, especially on the east side, you want to be careful because there is a rip current statement out there in effect all the way up until Wednesday night, saying, hey, rip currents can sweep even the best swimmers away from shore into deeper water. You want to be careful. If you're caught in a rip current, relax and float. Do not swim against the current. If you're able, swim in the direction following the shoreline. If unable, face the shore and call for help or wave for help to try to get someone's attention. That's the way to do it so you can get home safe if you do get pulled out with the rip current. All right, guys. Well, it is going to be nice today weather-wise. Hopefully, you're able to get out there and take advantage of it. Hopefully, you're able to go check us out over at NMINewsService.com. That is our website. Not everybody knows about it yet. I don't know how. Yeah, I do know how because we haven't really promoted it so much other than talking about it here on the show. But NMINewsService.com, where you can see us live with whatever we do. You catch all the stories that are happening And you can comment on them too. You can say, Brad, you smell like feet. Oh man, sorry, dude, I'm working on it. But you can also just read all the stories and have some fun and add your stuff. If you've got a letter to the editor, you can do that too. Send it to us. We'll put it in there. Also, we're your home for JVAs, RFPs, and public notices and all that other stuff. And by the way, it's the best deal in town. We're going to click on this one. This one is for Paradise Dental. They've got a deal with us, and they're getting a great deal out of it, too. It doesn't matter how big the size of your JVA is. It doesn't matter. The price is still going to be the same. If it's the size of the little standard one or if it's the size mount top jaw, whatever the price is the same price. $25 a day, but get this. It's only $50 for the whole week. That's right. So if you only need it for 2 days, don't worry. We'll put it out there for the whole week for you for the same price that you would normally pay 2 days with the other guys. Not too bad, right? I'm a big fan of what we're doing because we're doing it. But you can do the same thing. If you got a JVA, this is the best price. The CNMI needs a break right now. With everything that's going on with our economy, the money that we could save you on some of these smaller things could go right into your operations and all that other stuff, everything else you got going on with your business. So that's it. Your JVAs, your RFPs, and all that stuff are cheaper here than anywhere, and you're going to reach a ton of people. And on top of this, we don't just post it here. We also post it on our social media folks. So you're going to see this posting twice a week for Paradise Dental in particular on our social media channels on all over the place, in addition to what we've got on here. So this is something that we offer that other people don't. It's a lower price, more views, more exposure, and it doesn't matter what size it is. So you can't beat it. The deals are the best, and you're going to reach exactly who you want to reach. And look how easy it is to see. You don't have to go hunting for it on us, right? So you're able to go on our main website and see exactly where it's at, because same thing like with the obituaries. That's another thing that we offer. That we're giving a better deal than anybody really. When you go out there, on top of that, like if you have the obituaries all set, you just give it to us. We'll post it for how much? Nothing. If you need us to make it, then there's a small fee. It is small. We're only going to charge you $50 to do it, only because we actually have to put some work into it. And, there's going to be some revisions and all that stuff. And we don't have to squeeze every little bit of text into like where you need the glasses to squint to see, wait, whose auntie is also on there? No. We can make it a large size so that you and your family can see all the names of all the people who are connected to the person that you lost with ease. So, again, really easy stuff. If you have it done already, and if you have it already, we're not going to charge you anything to post it at all, and you're able to watch it and check it out forever in its own spot. You don't have to scroll through a million pages of like, where was Brad's Facebook page? No, on the website also. And then no matter how big it is, you're going to be able to get the same deal, the same price, and all that other stuff. So. Because you can't, it's hard to fit everything on there. It's too tough, right? All right, hold on one second. Awesome. Hey, good news, guys. In just a couple of minutes, we're going to have the folks from Mount Carmel School in studio with us, because they're going to be talking about another story that we posted last week. Let's get this thing in here. Mount Carmel School, they are going to be doing Harry Potter. In fact, I should put a little lightning bolt on my head. Let's find out. Oh, no, geez, we put up too many stories. It's hard to find. But they have a performance of Harry Potter coming up and it's going to be held, here we go, in the Cursed Child, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. It's going to be at the old Hyatt, the Marianas Beach Resort, and you're going to be able to go there too. We don't have the theaters anymore, but that doesn't mean there isn't family entertainment available here in the CNMI. So this is going to be pretty cool for you guys to bring the fam. So they are coming. Harry Potter. That's right. Exactly. I like watching The Simpsons when they were in the Simpsons movie. I know it's going back a little bit. When he had his pig and he called him Harry Porker, and he put glasses on him and drew like the lightning bolt and all that stuff. That thing was awesome. All right. Well, when these guys come in, we're going to have to get them all set up, and we're excited to have them in here with us. for sure. Is there something I could play? Yeah, I'm going to start getting them set up a little bit. Let me give you a little bit of sports here in the meantime.
Fox Sports Update.
It's the second to last week of the college football regular season, meaning all eyes are on which schools are going to make the 12-team playoff. Saturday, we had a game that could end up determining one of those spots, with 7th-ranked Oregon hosting number 15 USC. And on CBS, the two teams were all tied up in the second quarter, with USC punting it away.
Midfield, he might take it. He will. Touchdown, Ducks. Flying high to the end zone.
The 85-yard return from Malik Benson giving Oregon the lead for good. The Ducks likely punched their playoff ticket while ending USC's hopes.
It's Will Kane Country. Watch it live at noon Eastern Monday through Thursday at foxnews.com or on the Fox News YouTube channel. And don't miss the show. Listen and follow the podcast 5 days a week at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Elsewhere, Oklahoma's picked a good time to get hot. Just a few weeks ago, the Sooners had lost 2 of 3 games to fall to 18th in the country and didn't look like they had much of a shot of making the playoffs. But Oklahoma responded with back-to-back wins over ranked teams, climb up to number 8 in the country, and then Saturday made it 3 in a row, beating 22nd-ranked Missouri 17-6. Meanwhile, 13th-ranked Miami was facing more or less a must-win to keep its playoff hopes alive, and on ESPN, Carson Beck delivered.
For Beck, lobs one in the end zone. Pringle lays out. Touchdown.
4 touchdown passes for the senior. The U still has a pulse, winning 34-17. But would they get some help? Well, 12th-ranked Utah was trailing unranked Kansas State by 3 with under a minute to play, when Devin Dampier said, not today.
Dampier keeps it. Dampier, touchdown, Utah!
On ESPN2, Dampier's 4th touchdown is a game winner. Utah survives, also keeping its playoff hopes alive. Meanwhile, 9th-ranked Notre Dame beat Syracuse 70-7, but the final score isn't even the craziest part. Notre Dame actually had a 21-0 lead before its offense even took a single snap by returning an interception for a touchdown, blocking a punt and returning it for a touchdown, and then returning another interception for a touchdown. You can listen to and follow the Fox Sports Podcast at foxsports.com or wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Greg Thompson.
Get more on the Fox Sports app and foxsports.com.
This is Ainsley Earhart. Thank you for joining me for the 52-episode podcast series, The Life of Jesus.
A listening experience that will provide hope, comfort, and understanding of the greatest story ever told. Listen and follow starting November 30th on foxnewspodcasts.com.
If you see something, say something, and stay anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers at 234-7272 or submit a tip online at nmicrimestoppers.com. No names, no caller ID, no recordings, just your info. And if your tip leads to an arrest, you could earn up to $1,000 in cash. Your tips have helped take hundreds of criminals off the streets in the NMI. It works because of you. Crime Stoppers, we want your information, not your name. PHI is your local pharmacy serving customers in Cagman, Garapan, and Dandan since 1996. Shop PHI Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, and we even offer a large line of multivitamin supplements. Our Dandan location is open weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 4 on weekends. Or visit our Garapan and Cagman locations weekdays from 8 to 6 and 8 to 1 on Saturdays. Check us out online at phipharmacy.com or follow us on Facebook. PHI is a locally owned independent community Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Waves crash hard, the shore crash hard, but sure don't break. Roots go deep, no storm can take. This land of ours where hearts ignite. Saipan stands holding tight. Tinian whispers, winds that heal. Roar rises, forged in steel.
All right, Marianas, welcome back. It is 9:06 in the morning on Monday, and my goodness, if you think that song's got some energy, and you think I got some energy, wait until you hear these guys coming up. We've got the superstars from Mount Carmel are in here with us. Ooh, man, that it looks a little bright. I think I got to take some of the heat off of that. There's so much. You guys are bright enough. You don't need this extra light. My gosh.
They say I have a brilliant forehead. Very shiny. There we go. Shiny.
Man, hold on. I want to dial it back a little bit more, too. It's still super hot on you guys. You guys look great, really. And I'm so glad to have you guys in here. I got to dial that back. I do. My goodness.
Just the ISO, or?
Yes,
Yes.
There's a little sliding thing on the other side. I'm going to have a heck of a time trying to get to it. But we're going to try to make this work. Good morning, Marianas, and welcome back. You might notice that I've got 6 extra friends in studio with us today. Couldn't be happier because we've got the folks from Mount Carmel. The Knights are here, the theater club, because they're going to be talking about this thing that we were just talking about, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, the secondary school edition. We're going to have an opportunity for real theater here. We don't need a movie theater. We've got real theater going on here with our friends from Mount Carmel. So now we know a couple of these folks already because they've been in here. See that guy in the back? You can see he is the droid you're looking for. Galvin De Leon Guerrero. He does just about everything. And this is one of the first ways I got to meet you all these years ago, Galvin.
That's right. Yeah.
With Mount Carmel. And my goodness, you got some exciting stuff happening.
Yes. Good morning, Brad. Good morning, Marianas. Hafa de Antiro. Galvin De Leon Guerrero. I applied for a leave from work, so.
Hey, wait, you can. Oh, sorry. No, you're great, but that one you don't have to have as close.
Okay, I don't have to have as
no,
close.
No, you can.
I'm good. I'm good. Like
yes,
right
you
here.
are good.
Okay, all right. Hafa de Antiro. Galvin De Leon Guerrero. I'm the founder of Mount Carmel Schools Theater Club, and I'm one of the producers for its next production, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. And very excited to be here with some of the top dogs running the show. We have to my right one of the producers and the advisor, vice principal from Mount Carmel Schools, Zeno De Leon Guerrero. They call me Dr. G. They call him Mr. Z. We have with us also the director for the show, Helena. She's a theater club veteran that's been with the club since she was 6 years old.
What?
Yep. We have over here William Cano, who is playing Harry Potter. And then we have right behind him Ezekiel, who will be playing Harry Potter's son in this show, Albus Severus. And right next to Ezekiel, wow! I got a projecting too much.
Yeah, you're doing great.
All right, I'm peeking. And then and right over here we have the stage manager who's kind of running everything behind the scenes, Paige Timakani. And thank you very much, Brad, for having us here.
This is so awesome. All right, well, so this is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Who would be the best to tell us about this story?
Well, maybe what I'll do is I'll set the stage and then I can hand it over to the director.
Sounds great.
Is that great? So, this is not a spoiler, okay, but this story takes place 20 years after Deathly Hallows, the final book in the Harry Potter series. Deathly Hallows Part 2, if you follow the films. And it tells the story of Harry Potter's son, Albus Severus, who's named after, yes, Albus Dumbledore and Severus Snape, and his son's first entrance into Hogwarts. And it's a great story that takes us across time and space, that explores issues of, father-son relationships, missed opportunities, and coming into one's own. And I got to tell you, Brad, this show has a lot of magic in many, many ways. And our director, Helena De La Santa, has been with Theater Club for a long time, and she finally agreed to direct a show. And so I don't know if we want to hand it off to her now.
Yeah, let's hear it. Go ahead, please.
Hi, my name is Helena De La Santa, and I'm the director for the upcoming show next week, December 4 and December 5. Like Dr. G said, it takes place after the last installation of the Harry Potter films. And I think an important thing to note is that it highlights a lot of themes of friendship and family and like the struggles of both, and also like the importance. We are very excited to put on this show. We are very excited to show it to all of you because we have been working on it for about 3 months now, with endless hours of practice. And you know, there's a lot of people behind this production, maybe about 100.
What?
So I'm very excited to show the hard work that our cast and crew have put in.
Well, 100 people working on it, no kidding. And you got a great location for it, too.
Yes.
So this is going to be at now, I have been, before you guys were, maybe not born, maybe not, but when you guys were, your parents were thinking about you guys being at Mount Carmel, I was able to watch some performances at Mount Carmel, like in the hallways and the building and stuff like that, and it was amazing. And it was great to see this program grow, but now you guys have this amazing venue over there at Marianas Beach Resort.
Well, and yeah, the Theater Club celebrates its 30th anniversary next year, but in all the time that we've been putting on shows and making movies, we've never performed at the Marianas Beach Resort, former Hyatt. And when it came to a show about magic, we thought, why not take it to a venue where they used to put on magic shows?
Yes.
It's just perfect. It's got a lot of, we don't want to spoil it for anyone, but it's got a lot of neat backstage tricks, and that will help us bring the magic of this story to life.
All right, wait, are you bringing the tiger? Is the tiger coming out? Is that happening?
For safety reasons, I must say no. We are not bringing.
Maybe spirit animals, but not the actual tiger. But we're bringing someone better than a tiger. We're bringing Mr. Harry Potter himself back to the community, and it's great to see what Harry Potter himself is like 20 years later.
Well, maybe one of you guys can bust out a tiger with your Patronus charm. Like that that would be pretty cool. All right, so tell us about it. Mr. Potter, tell us about what we're going to be watching.
Well, if I could help out here.
Yeah.
So, one thing about the original, well, before we jump to that, Helena mentioned that there's like about 100 people. They've got about 60 to 70 backstage crew members, 30 cast members, and the person that's wrangling all them together is this stage manager right here.
Wow.
So, Paige, what's that like dealing with that many people? And maybe you could talk a little bit about what you do behind the scenes.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Sorry, like the one thing we preach is to kiss the mic, so sorry. It's like embedded in my head. So what it's like with dealing with it behind the scenes, I have this big spreadsheet with everybody's name on it, and it has it sorted by each department. So there's a lot of things that go into this. So there's like costumes, there's props, there's floor, who are the people who move around our set, and then there's obviously the actual set people who design it. And then there's our tech people who are mostly in charge of lights and flashing, and like if we were to have a blackout, like those type of stuff, and also like sounds and microphones that they will be using. Mostly what I handle is making sure everybody knows what to do and when to do it, especially with the cast, like when they should be knowing their rehearsals, what time it is, where it is, and like during their actual rehearsals, I have to make sure they're in their place at the time they're supposed to be. And then I also like send out reminders for miscellaneous things, like we do club t-shirts, so I have to send out the reminders, be like, hey, your shirt money is due this day at this time, please make sure it's submitted or you will not get a shirt.
Wow. You are the manager like for this. All right, so wait, what grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
Wow. How about all you guys? What grades are you guys in?
I'm a senior as well.
I'm also senior.
I'm I'm 6th grade.
6th grade. So
I'm a freshman.
That's great. Well, so I was thinking about this. So I got into the theater stuff at my school, but only my senior year, and I feel like I missed out by not doing it earlier. But then I was thinking about what a great opportunity it is for Mount Carmel, because you got all the grades there, so you can get folks from all kinds of grade levels. And all of a sudden we heard 6th grade over there. Like, oh, that's perfect. Like, you guys can get started at this age early and appreciate like all the cool things that are to be in these kind of clubs, like in the theater clubs and all that. And here you guys are. And you know, we had like the main characters, then we had like the cast of everybody else, and you had like a stage crew. Paige, what you were talking about, that's like one of my good buddies growing up was John Starr. I was going to school with him from 6th grade all the way up to high school, and he was that guy. What you're doing, he was doing all that stuff. And so I know a little bit about like what a big responsibility that, boy, there are lots on your shoulders, and so this is pretty cool. And so for you to get picked must say a lot about everybody who selected you.
Yeah. And the thing is, Theater Club is the only club on campus that involves all grade levels.
Wow.
And you talk about like managing a show like this. Zeno is a Theater Club veteran, and so he's done every role. And from working backstage to playing lead roles, he played Dracula.
Wow.
But now it's just really interesting now that he's come back as a teacher, as a vice principal, as an administrator, and as a producer. And I you know, it's because I'm no longer at the school, he's sort of taken over. I'm just curious, what's that been like, Z?
You're so funny, G. And yeah, it's been a lot. You know, I was speaking a lot about how it's very rewarding to see these students, you know, grow at their time at Mount Carmel, especially in Theater Club, going through a lot of the same trials and tribulations that I went through under Dr. G's guidance. And there are times where, you know, I work with them to guide them out of it or guide them through it. But a lot of the times, kind of the more painful thing is having to just sit back and have them, you know, struggle, do that productive struggle and work through it, through that challenges. Because that's where really the learning comes from. Because I think a lot of people, you know, we're doing this for fun. We're doing this because we enjoy it. But I think a big part of it is that the kids really are learning so much about themselves and about just how to be a productive person in the world by joining, you know, the arts like theater. Like, don't count out the arts. They're very important.
Wow, you know, it sounds like Men in Black. You guys call it Z and G and just talking to each other in just a regular conversation. I love it. No, you're right, and it's cool. So the skills that you end up getting from this kind of endeavor are things that immediately translate to the real world too. It's not. This is so much more than just a school project or, you know, a club or something like that. This, especially Paige, that organization is going to be a real big deal. You guys preparing for these kind of shows is a really big deal. Like, the memorization, the dedication, the teamwork, all this stuff. These are giving you guys the real life skills that are going to make you guys superstars in our community too.
But at the heart, it's about telling great stories, and that's, you know, I love telling stories. I love sharing stories. I love hearing stories, and I think the more we engage in that process of storytelling, hearing other people's stories, the more empathy we develop. I think that's the most valuable thing about storytelling. And this story in particular is very interesting because in the previous Harry Potter stories, the parents were largely absent or the parental figures were largely toxic. So this is a really interesting story because it examines the relationship between father and son. And it's a difficult story to tell because it's not hunky-dory. Like, there's a lot of tension between father and son in this story. And I mean, I don't know if we want to hear what it's like without spoiling anything, but Harry Potter there's a lot of pressure for Harry Potter, and there's a lot of pressure for this guy, Ezekiel, because not only does he have to face the pressure of living up to his father's reputation at Hogwarts, but this is Ezekiel's first time ever being cast.
Wow, that's awesome. And does it mean something special to you to have your own son playing your son in this? Just kidding. Zeke, and you're going to be playing Hagrid, right? Right? The guy. All right. So tell us, Zeke. Tell us a little bit about what this role is for you and what you think about it.
I think this role is pretty important to me because with it I get to express my emotions on the stage and let it all out, and yeah.
Is it kind of cool hanging out with the high school kids a little bit? Yeah. Do they feel like you're just one of them? They get to hang out with them a lot of stuff. You guys practice the lines and outside of practice? Yeah. All right. This is pretty cool. Do you think this is so far with everything you've been doing? You haven't done the actual like performance yet, but do you think this is something you're going to want to continue with when you get into like middle school and high school and all that?
Sure.
We're nervous.
All right, let's hear from your dad a little bit. Mr. Potter, I went to school with James and Lily. They were great. Can you tell us a little bit about your role in this?
So in the play, throughout the play, Harry Potter takes on the challenge of trying to be a good father to his children. So yeah, Albus is not the only child. He is the middle child out of 3. There is James Potter Jr. and Lily Potter Jr., which are named after Harry's parents. And throughout the play, he tries to be a good dad for him, and it's especially difficult because he has no one to base his parenting on, especially with the early death of his parents. And it also sort of helps that I am also not a parent. So
close your eyes, close your ears, Ezekiel. Nice.
But yeah, and the pressure is definitely on with me being in the role of Harry Potter, with Harry Potter being such a big franchise with such a big fan base. So I do want to be able to do the character justice, and it's been a ride trying to get to that point.
So how'd you get involved in the theater club?
Oh, it is a pretty funny story. So back in 4th grade, I joined theater club by accident. I was waiting. I had an older cousin who was in theater club, and I was supposed to ride home with her, right, with my cousin home. But she had theater that day, so I was like, okay, I'll just wait around until she's finished with theater club. And then I was accidentally pulled into being one of the cast members, and I was a young 4th grade little boy. I didn't really know how to stand up for myself, so I kind of just nodded my head and followed along. But when I did get into all of these rehearsals, I did find a lot of joy in it. And while I have been like sort of on and off, I've always found myself like gravitating back towards theater club because it is just so fun. Like not just acting itself, but the community I find myself in. It's all very supportive and stressful, but it is really fun.
Well, it's stressful because there's people who are going to be watching you. Yes. You got to remember their lines, but I think it's cool though because it's pressure. How do you I interpreted the pressure as want it to be good for everybody else who's working hard on it too, and that's real teamwork stuff. That's the stuff that's going to be carrying you for all kinds of stuff in life. I love it. That's a great way of how you got into it. How did the rest of you guys get into theater?
Oh, so for me, honestly, the first time like theater club ever became known into my head, I was watching Frozen, and Olaf was Jonathan Pangilinan, and I just remember being like in awe because I don't know if this is my child memory because child memory can deceive you, but I remember like the castle moving, like Elsa's castle moving, and yeah,
literally moved him out.
Yeah, so I remember her castle moving. I was like, wow, that is so cool. And so the next year, I can't really remember what show it was. I auditioned and I wasn't really ready at the time. I was unprepared because I was thinking like, wow, they do all this stuff. Like, it looks so cool. Like, I didn't think about the work that goes behind it. And I was only like 8 or 9 years old. I did audition, but I didn't end up continuing with whatever show is next. I repeated that process every year because I kept finding myself like drawn back to it every year up until I was about 6th grade when I auditioned for Mamma Mia. In that show, I was only on an ensemble. However, like even like the smallest roles, they still make you feel pretty like welcomed into their environment. Like everybody knows everybody. Like they make you feel like you're actually family. And then after Mamma Mia, it wasn't until 8th grade I auditioned because there was COVID years between.
Yeah.
Yeah, until 8th
You guys
grade.
are the COVID generation.
Yes.
It's your
But
fault.
we still put on shows.
Yes, we did. But I didn't audition again until 8th grade when we put on The Sound of Music. I auditioned. The audition was a singing. I got casted as Louisa Von Trapp, which is one of the 7 Von Trapp children of the captain. We put on that show, and then what show was after that? So True Colors, and then Aladdin. Those shows I was ensemble for, and then when I came back for 3 plays by Shakespeare, I volunteered to assistant stage manage to former stage manager Chelska Navarro. Because her original stage manager got casted as Jasmine, so she had to find someone like ASAP. Then after that, we ended up here where Helena also did the same thing and casted the next person who was supposed to take over. And so that left me taking over.
Helena, what's going on?
So that left me taking over, but I really like the environment. When I was in Sound of Music, I remember being an 8th grader, and I was literally in a group chat with seniors, and we were like friends. Like it was like a big friend group. Like we would go to like McDonald's and like like we would go on random side quests to like McDonald's, A&P. Like we would end up somewhere, and yeah, that's my experience with theater club.
All right, Ezekiel, we already. How did you get started? Who roped you in? Which cousin were you supposed to go home with?
I was mostly persuaded by the director. But like a little part, like I was fascinated at the tricks, especially the flying magic carpet of Aladdin. That fascinated me and inspired me to go and try out theater and see what's behind the scenes.
That's awesome. I love it.
How about you, Helena?
So as mentioned earlier, I started the club around when I was 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So I joined the drama camp, which is basically theater club over the summer. And we did Shakespeare Meets Disney. And funnily enough, my director was back here. My director was Mr. Z. So we did The Tempest, and I was casted as Ariel, the magical nymph. And then because of that drama camp, I moved to Mount Carmel in 1st grade.
Wow.
So without theater club or without drama camp, I would have never been to Mount Carmel. So since then, I've been joining shows. I believe my first one was White Christmas as a 1st grader. And we were the ensemble, and it was like they mentioned, it was really cool knowing high schoolers, like seeing them in the hallway, and I acted like I knew who they were. Maybe even if they didn't know my name, I was just like, hi, and then like I would look at all the people, my classmates, and be like, I know them, you don't. So after that, a lot of it's a blur, but I've been doing theater since 1st grade, pretty much nonstop, except for the COVID time, just because I was a little cautious. I didn't really want to do much aside from school, and it was already a struggle to do hybrid learning, and I think extracurriculars I didn't do much at the time. And then my freshman year came, we did True Colors, and I believe someone asked Dr. G like, who's directing next? And then he pointed at me and he said, I think you're ready to direct. And I looked behind me to make sure there was no one else behind me. And I was like, me? Like, why? Like, in my head, I didn't say that. But since freshman year, he's been asking me to direct. And I've always just said, like, there's probably another senior who wants to do it. So I've always gave way to the upcoming senior just so, because, it's their last year. And I was telling him that I'll do it on my senior year. And then my junior year came, and I believe Chelsea Navarro messaged me, and she was like, we're doing Shakespeare for Kids. Would you like to direct one of them? And originally I was a little bit hesitant because I was like, no, I'm gonna direct my senior year. I will wait until my senior year. But I got pulled into it, and I ended up directing The Tempest, which was also my first show. I directed The Tempest, which was a very full circle moment, and I did that last year with a cast of third graders.
Wow.
And now I am directing Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Dr. G, he mentioned earlier that he's been waiting 10 years to get the licensing for this.
Wow.
So he pulled me out of lunch one day, and then he was just like, we're doing this play, tomorrow's club fair, can you help Miss Christine set up? And I was like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna help set up, like they just need my help. And then he was like, can you direct? I'm like, oh, so I'm doing this. And then I was kind of scared because, you know, I don't know much about Harry Potter. But now that I read the story and like I watched like different high school productions of the play through YouTube, I fell in love with the story, and you know, it's something that I'm very proud to say that I directed. So that's my theater club journey.
That's awesome. You know, we had, I want to say we, but it's really my wife. She's the best. She would let our kids watch the movie, but only after they read the book. So as they read the Harry Potter book, okay, now we can watch this one, and then over and over and over. COVID times too, right? So it was awesome. So I did not read them, but I have watched all of them. And I know I missed a lot of the story. There's a lot of the finer points and conversations and folks who are in there. But I love the story. I'm a big fan. We are going to be going because this is going to be awesome. This is going to be happening. It is Thursday. December 4th is when they say Lumos, and we're going to have some lights, cameras, action over there at Marianas Beach Resort Ballroom. It's also going to be on Friday, December 5th. It's going to be at 6:30, $25 for the premium seats. That's where it's really fancy. $100 though if you want to get a premium booth, and that's for 5 people. So it's like get 5 for the price of 4, and then you've got the the general admission seats for $10, or you can get the nice booths where it's going to be really comfortable also for $50. That's the way to go. And you can get more information by calling Mount Carmel School's business office for more information at 234-6184. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. You know, G,
Brad,
yes.
Brad. Z has an origin story for theater.
Oh,
Wow.
yes.
Yeah.
We must have this.
Yeah.
We must. Funny times. My first show, probably you were mentioning you watched some of our shows in like the hallways at our school. That was one of my first shows, Shakespeare's Comedy of Errors, back in 2011. It was a really interesting show. We built a whole stage in the middle of our hallway, and it was just such a sight to behold as a 11-year-old, kind of exactly your age, Ezekiel, just seeing sort of the work that went into it. I acted for a few other shows after that. I think our production of, Tangled or Rapunzel is what we called it, right? But then I actually took a hiatus for like a year because I kind of felt, I don't know, was it disaffected? I don't know what happened to me. Puberty was something that happened.
Yeah.
But high school came.
You weren't born with that beard?
No, I was not. But high school came, and theater club was in need of a set designer / a floor manager, and I remember just getting approached by, back then he was Mr. G, and he just said, Zeno, I want you to be our floor manager. Think about it. I didn't really have time to think about it. It was more so, you're gonna do it, whether you like it or not. I had no prior,
a pattern here.
right? No prior experience designing sets. I was hesitant, but he really egged me on in saying that you're gonna learn and you're gonna grow, and we're here to help you. And since then, my whole high school career, it was show after show after show, and like you mentioned, I take a lot of pride that compared to most of my peers and most other theater club folks, where we go in and specialize in one thing. Right. I really rotated around. I was a set designer. I helped out in all the different crews for sound and lighting, tech, costumes, hair and makeup, props. I've also acted. I was Dracula, as he mentioned, and I also directed my own show. So I've really been through the circus when it comes to theater, and it's really
And now producer.
So I've really come full circle, really full circle, and I would not imagine me being who I am today had it not been for theater and also Dr. G. So kudos and shout out to him.
I love this program, and I love that, Galvin, you're still a part of it. Like, and how does that work? Like, how do you get to still be a part of it? I think it's amazing because you're able to keep this thing going. Like the guy who ran our schools program, Gary Lee, all the way, and he spent, I think, about 42 years with the school system and running that program for our school. And he was the heartbeat, the soul of that program. Yeah. And it's great that Mount Carmel didn't lose that when you moved on up the hill.
Well, first of all, I should say I can only do this with the support and approval of my wife. So I have to give her a big shout out for that, because it takes time away from her and our family. But yeah, I feel privileged to continue to help. As I mentioned earlier, I think we need more storytelling to develop more empathy.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, this is my origin story. When I came back,
Yes.
I was actually a teacher at Marianas High School, and then I transferred over to Mount Carmel. And during that transfer, I sat down. I had a few drinks with Hal Easton.
Oh, yeah.
And we both said, you know what, let's bring theater, the performing arts, back to life here on the island. And so he went off and has done amazing things at Marianas High School with their Glee Club, but also with Friends of the Arts. And then I started the Mount Carmel School Theater Club, and the rest is history.
Wow.
Yeah, so
It's so great. You know, it's one of the things that, you know, living here, my kids get all the kids get such a great opportunity to learn about the culture and history in here. But that's one thing that we don't have a lot of, is like that Broadway show or, you know, that big theater thing. This is it. This is what brings that to the CNMI, and it's so great to see it, and that's why I can't wait to get my kids in there to watch you guys perform.
yeah, and you know, if you're gonna watch this like on Broadway, you're gonna be paying like $100, $150, $200 for nosebleed seats.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe $50, but here you get to get front row seats at a very affordable price, and just to see, we always treat all of these students, not as kids, but as professionals. That's why what Z said earlier is important. We are there to help, but we don't solve their problems for them. The most important skill you can have in a theatrical or film production is problem solving. And that's what it's all about, and telling stories. So very, very proud of this cast and crew. And if I could add just one last thing, what always happens with every production is right before the opening night, it seems like an absolute train wreck. It seems like nothing is going to work out. But somehow, that once the lights come on, once the director gives her opening monologue, once the show gets moving, we at the theater club say a miracle happens. Well, in this case, we know that magic will happen.
I love it. You know, the other thing is, you guys will end up talking about it like after the show, and you know, the Thursday show and the Friday show might be a little different. Like something might happen differently or something, or someone might flub something, or someone might say the wrong word. But you know what? Nobody in the audience knows about any of this stuff. It's only you guys, and we're just there. We're literally to go. It's part to be entertained. The other part is just to support you guys, because we love what you're about to do and we're about to put off, and how much work you put into it. So when you see that whole room full of smiling faces and everything, these are people who are waiting to watch you guys be awesome. And you'll be in the back. You won't see. You'll see everybody. Everyone won't be able to see you, but hopefully at the end when they do all the curtain calls, you guys get to come out too. So people get to see all of you who put it all in there. So that's the big deal. It's happening. It's happening in just a couple weeks. You still have tickets available?
They're selling out fast. Like they're going really, really fast because we have limited seats. So next week, Thursday and Friday, December 4 and 5, over at Marianas Beach Resort in the ballroom. Doors open at 6:30. Get your tickets now. Call 234-6184 or check out the school's Facebook page to learn more details and get your tickets.
Yeah, I want to get one of those VIP booths. Do we still have one?
I think we have like just a 2 or 3 left.
Sold. I'm in. I'm taking one.
Okay, all right.
So we can really, we'll look all fancy. We'll wear monocles and stuff.
Little secret. Each booth is going to be named after a character because we're trying to make it like the train, the Hogwarts Express.
Yeah.
Yeah. So each booth is going to have a character name.
Oh,
so let's see
a nearly headless Nick's booth or something like that.
No, and no Bill's booth either.
Oh, nice.
No, but if you get there early enough, you might be able to get the Harry Potter booth.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
So we've done, I was going to bring it and I left it at home, but I have a wand that my son got when we went to, was it Universal or somewhere in Disney?
In Osaka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Keone got one of them as part of this thing. You go through the Harry Potter experience and everything like that. They had the wand part. Oh, it was really cool. Anyway, we got one. So, great stuff. All right, guys. Any last things that you guys want to share at all before we head out? No? All right.
Just thank you, Brad. Thank you for having us on
Thank
the show.
you. This is your media blitz. I mean, you guys are all over the place today doing all this stuff. Want to say thanks to all of you, one, for all the hard work you put in, but also thanks for coming on the show today. We're really excited about it. Can't wait to see it. And do you guys got to go back to school?
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
I got to go back to work.
All right. Well, Expelliarmus.
Thanks,
we'll
Brad.
see you guys later. All right. Hey, thanks so much.
Thanks, Brad.
And we're going to take a real quick break. We'll come back with a little bit more before we close out after this. So thanks to all our guests. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Hey, bro, can I grab your bush? Yeah, man, go for it. Right on. Thanks, bro. Hey, bro, can I grab your bush too? Sure, bro. Go ahead. Thanks.
Now I can grab my own bush. Saipan, it's time to grab your bush. Pick up a 12-pack of ice-cold Bush, and you're in for more than just a refreshing beer. Every 12-pack gives you a chance to win exclusive Bush gear and more. So don't wait. Swing by your favorite store, grab your Bush, and join the fun. Because here in Saipan, the best moments are even better with Bush. Grab your Bush today.
Shiny smiles all around, where happiness is found. It's the little things that make it true. Shiny smiles start with you.
Welcome back, Marianas. 9:45 here on Monday morning. Going to get you all caught up with the latest scores from the NFL. So if you're waiting till tonight, this is the time to put on your earmuffs. So we'll be done with this in about 90 seconds. Don't worry. Just to wrap you up, of course, last week the Bills played like crap against the Texans and lost 23-19. But today, the Chiefs beat the Colts in overtime, 23-20. Looking pretty good over there in KC. Seahawks beating the Titans 30-24. Packers beating like division rivals, the Vikings 23-6. Not a good look, guys. Not a good look. Ravens over the Jets 23-10. The Lions in Detroit beating the Giants 34-27. And the Bears tell Aaron Rodgers he is not their owner anymore. 31-28 over the Steelers. And the Patriots knock off the Bengals in Cincy 26-20. Late games, 8:18 left in the game. The Browns up 24-3 over the Raiders. The Cardinals leading the Jaguars, or falling behind the Jaguars 17-14 with 7 minutes left to go in that one. The Eagles hold a 2-touchdown lead over the Cowboys 21-7, but there's a lot of time left, just 3 minutes left in the third quarter. And the Cowboys have the ball. The Saints trailing the Falcons 16-7 with 12:13 left to go in the game. Late game going to be the Buccaneers and the Rams in LA tomorrow, the Panthers and the 49ers and Santa Clara. So that's what's going on with the NFL. Now it's safe. You can listen again. Don't worry. The NFL update is over. Man, what a night. What a great little morning that we had this just now. Having the folks in from Mount Carmel for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Man, it was great to have them in there, sharing their story, letting us know how they got into it and everything. And great to see, G still being a part of that. Galvin De Leon Guerrero being a part of all of that. It is great, man. I'm telling you, just to see how people stay connected with things and they don't just move on and leave stuff back. I'm a big fan of that. All right, what else is going on out here? You want to check out all the latest headlines, you can go to nminewsservice.com. That's where a lot of the stuff that we talked about today, that's where we're going to be able to find it, including that op-ed. Ooh, it's our first op-ed. That's right. We had a letter to the editor that was sent to us over the weekend as well. That's out there today. And if you go to the social media channels, you'll see some stuff from the folks organizing the labor unions for the organized labor for the firefighters and for the police, and some of the things that they're looking for from our local government, our elected leaders. So that's what we got for you today, folks. We are all wrapped up. We all growed up. And we're going to call it a show. So thanks for tuning in. Oh, last thing to talk about for you guys who are still hanging around and with us today. We are embarking on another exciting project. I'm going to be super vague about it. All I can tell you is it's something that we're really passionate about, something we're really excited about. It's going to be some stuff that we've been working on pretty hard for a while, developing the skills to even make this stuff happen. Reached out to have another super creative person come in and help us work on all this stuff. And hope that within 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to have a hell of a thing to show you guys. So that's it. Oh, by the way, on our Facebook page, you're able to see and you can see it on their YouTube also. Yes Theory came out with another one of their videos. We saw the first one that came out. They've got that the mini series that they're putting out for the Marianas. The second video dropped just 6 hours ago, and you're able to watch it on their YouTube, or we've got it on our Facebook as well. So to learn more. This one, I'm looking at it right now of this beautiful volcanic picture in the background that looks very familiar because we helped people get on and off that island. You're going to see it pretty soon. All right, guys, that's what we got for you today. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of the program, and we'll see you guys when we return again tomorrow morning at 7-ish. I mean, I think I'm creeping closer and closer to 7. I don't want to do 6 o'clock yet, but I think that's happening. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.
No storm can take
can I grab your bush?
Yeah, man, go for it.
Right on. Thanks, bro. Hey, bro, can I grab your bush too?
Sure, bro. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Now I can grab my own bush. Saipan, it's time to grab your bush. Pick up a 12-pack of ice-cold Bush, and you're in for more than just a refreshing beer. Every 12-pack gives you a chance to win exclusive Bush gear and more. So don't wait. Swing by your favorite store, grab your Bush, and join the fun. Because here in Saipan, the best moments are even better with Bush. Grab your Bush today.